Okay, so recording has started now. Thank you, Polly,
Yeah.
for giving your time and for giving this session for Run Addicts. We can start now.
Thank you, Mohan. Thank you, everybody. Uh, so today is International Yoga Day, and I'm really happy to do another session after a gap of so many days with all of you. So I have with me the regular list of asanas that are normally practiced for Yoga Day, which is a set of standing asanas, a set of sitting asanas, a set of asanas on prone position, where you have your chest and stomach on the mat, and finally a set of asanas with your back on the mat. Okay, so I think put together maybe your 15, 20 asanas. What we will focus on is try to get every asana in 5 breaths. Okay, so I'll really be counting 5 or 6 only for every asana, and each count is one good deep inhalation, exhalation put together, and that is enough. And towards the end of it, depending on how much time we have, we'll probably get to doing 10 to 12 Surya Namaskars. Okay. So I'll try and give you maximum instructions on what needs to be done and where you need to straighten your leg or back or whatever it is as I'm doing. It's enough if you could just simply follow that and try to get as much comfort as possible in asana. What is important in, as far as I know in Yogasana, is that you should be able to breathe easily in that posture. So unlike HIIT and all, where we raise our heart rate and strain ourselves unnecessarily, here you need to be extremely comfortable and be able to breathe easily into that posture. So just before I start, for instance, like I have a stool over here. In case I have a problem bending forward, which most runners have, where I'm not able to bend forward and get my fingers down, it's okay for me to use a stool and drop my palms completely here and then focus on stretching my back maximum. Okay, which is much better than trying to aim over here and strain my shoulder. Okay, and when you aim down here, obviously your knee is not straight, you're going to try and bend. All of that becomes bad posturing in yoga. So for those kind of issues which many people have, I really recommend you use a prop like anything like a stool or something that's going to give you height, so that you can rest your body on that and then take full benefit of the asana. So this is what I learned from Iyengar Yoga, where they use a lot of props so that anybody can get into the posture and gain the benefits rather than straining to get into that posture. So before we start, if in case you have anything like something like a stool or anything that gives you a little bit of height, like 2, 3 asanas, you could benefit from that. So anything, even if it's a brick, a book, whatever that gives you like about 1 feet height is fine. Okay, so in yoga, we use a lot of blocks. So in case you have blocks, use also. Okay, so join your feet. Let's start with the standing asanas. Join your feet. Close your eyes. Try and feel both the heels on the ground, all the 10 toes, and the mount under the 10 toes. Make sure you're able to feel all of this firmly on the mat, and press the mounts, press the heels on the ground. Bring your hands to the side and raise your hands up. Join your palms completely in Namaskar Mudra. Make sure your palms are completely joined. Fingers, and stretch your body in Tadasana. In standing mountain pose, try and minimize the shake. Close your eyes, chin upright. Make sure your chin is 90 degrees to the, your chin is parallel to the mat or to the ground. Inhale, 1, 2, stretch your body nicely. Pull your belly muscles upwards. Spine straight. 3, 4, 5. Slowly bring your hands down. The next is Vrikshasana or tree pose. Now you can use wall support in case you're not familiar with this. And otherwise, raise your right leg and hold the right heel, press the right heel into the left groin. Now pressing the heel into your left thigh, uppermost part of the left thigh is important. Okay, so as much as closest to the groin, press the heel. The more and more you press the heel, your body becomes firmer. And your left leg should be absolutely straight at the knee and press the entire left feet on the mat. Focus on something in front of you, down. Okay, don't look up, you will lose balance. Look down, look front. Raise your hands to the side and bring your hands up again. Join your palms in proper Namaskar Mudra and hold that posture. In case you're not getting balance, hold on to something against the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly bring your hands down and release your right leg. Observe the left heel and the left knee and the left ankle. Okay, let's do the other side. Now press the right leg on the mat, right knee straight. Raise your left leg and park it as high as possible, preferably closest to the right groin. Make sure your left thigh is outside. Don't bring it front. Outside to the side. Hands from the side. Raise your hands up to a perfect Namaskar Mudra. Entire palms touch each other. Stretch your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly release your hands. Drop your legs. And now observe the straight leg. That is the right ankle and right knee. The next is Pada Hastasana. For this, if you cannot reach down completely, you can use anything that gives you height. If you're comfortable to reach down completely, then bring your fingertips down to the mat. Okay. Join your feet. Whenever you are in any standing posture, the recommended is to join your feet completely. If you have a little bit of a balance issue, then keep a 1-inch gap. Join your feet. Otherwise, join your feet. Make sure the fat toes are touching each other. The heels are touching each other. Inhale and raise your hands up. Exhale, bend forward and drop your fingertips down on the mat or on whatever support you have. Once you've dropped your palms down, make sure your spine is straight and lengthen your spine so that you can get lower and lower and lower and lower. Don't try to bend down by bringing your head to the knee. Lengthen your spine. Udda madi. Bend udda madkondu kelak bar. And hold the posture. 1, mandi straight. 2, knee straight. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, take a deep breath. Raise your hands and drop your hands down. Spread out your feet and relax. Observe the entire spine. Keep your feet slightly about shoulder width apart. Take back support for your hands and hold your upper back. Sorry, hold your lower back at the base of the spine and bend the upper body as much as you can without bending your legs at the knee. Bend upper body as much as you can. and look back in standing Ardha Chakrasana. Is a counter position for the previous pose. Look back. 1. Try and look at the wall opposite behind you. 2. Open the chest out. 3. 4. 5. Slowly come back. Drop your hands and relax. Observe the entire spine now. Okay. The next is Trikonasana, triangle posture. Keep your feet about 3 feet apart. Bring both your legs about 3 feet apart. Now let the left leg look straight, the left feet look straight, and turn the right leg to the right side. Okay, the right feet will turn to the right side. So left feet look straight, right feet turn to the right side. Raise your hands to the shoulder level, left hand to right hand in one straight line. Inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale, bend your body to the right side. Don't try and aim for the hand to come to the floor. Bend your body to the right side so that your left and right shoulder is one straight line. Turn your head and look at the left hand middle finger. Okay. Even if your right hand doesn't come to the floor, it's okay. Keep it as low as possible. I'm keeping it near my right ankle, and that's enough. Make sure that the shoulder is straight. When you try and come down, it's possible that you bend forward, and avoid that. Keep your entire back and shoulder in one line, hands extended out, right arm down, left arm up. Turn your head and look, turn your neck completely and look at the middle finger of the left hand. 1. Observe the stretch in the entire left side of the body. 2. Both the knees straight. 3. 4. 5. Slowly come back. Hands as it is. Don't drop your hands down. Now right leg straight and turn your left foot to the left side. Right leg straight and now turn the left foot to the left side. Hands upright, straight. Inhale, take a deep breath. Now exhale, bend to the left side as low as you can go. Now turn your neck and look at the middle finger of the right hand. Focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come back up. Drop your hands. Bring your feet together and observe the entire right side and left side of the body. The last standing pose, Virabhadrasana. Again, spread out your feet for 3 feet width. Left foot straight and right feet turn to the right side. Left foot looking front and right foot turning to the right side. Bring your hands to the side for warrior pose. Bend your right leg at the knee till you're able to get to a perfect 90 degrees. Back straight. Don't turn your upper body to the right side. Upper body still looks at the camera. Bend your right knee to 90 degrees. Now only turn your head and focus on the fingertips of your right hand. Do not allow for any shake. 1, sit down maximum. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right knee straight. Turn your right foot and face it front. Hands as it is. Turn your left leg towards the left side. Bend your left leg at the knee and sit down maximum with your hip. Only turn your head, your neck to the left side and focus on the left hand fingertips. 1, make sure you are pressing the entire right foot on the ground, especially the outer edge of the right leg will try and look up. Press that right leg down completely. Put the weight evenly on both your feet. 3, 4, 5. Straighten your left leg, drop your hands down and relax. Okay, we move on to the sitting postures. The first one is Baddha Konasana, sit down. It's basically our regular butterfly stretch. Join the heels, join the toes. Now pull the leg closer to the body. Pull the heel closer to the body. Back straight. In no yoga posture, the back is allowed to punch. Back straight, chest up. Okay. There's a sternum bone here. Raise that bone up. Chest up doesn't mean arch your back. Chest up means raise that chest up. Back straight and try and bring both the knees as low as possible. Hold straight. 1, 2, close your eyes and observe the stretch in the groin. Back straight, everybody. 3, 4, 5. Release the pound and come up on your knees. Join the feet, join the toes, heels, feet facing upwards, join the knees and sit down on the joint heels. Make sure the heels are joined. If the heels are spreading out, that's okay. Spread out, sit down, back straight. This is Vajrasana, diamond pose. Back straight, palms on the thighs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now maintain your feet in Vajrasana. Maintain your knees as it is and open the heels out. Okay. So this was Vajrasana. Now open the heels. There's enough gap for you to sit down and bring your entire hip down. If the hip is not coming down completely, you could use a pillow. Okay. If you don't find the hip is coming down, take a pillow or something, anything that gives you a little bit of height, a book or whatever that's okay with you. Keep that and sit down. You can spread the knees a little bit to give you that flexure. Back straight. If this is difficult, please don't do this. This can be a deep stretch for the ankle and heel and knees. But if you can, get a pillow, put it down and sit on that comfortably. 1, 2, 3. This is Virasana. 4, 5. Stand up on your knees for camel pose. Keep your knees shoulder width apart. Your feet also spread out the same way. Camel pose is taking your hands back one by one and holding the heels and look back. Look back and make sure that your upper body is arched well. Your thighs and knees are still maintaining this 90 degrees line. Raise your right hand, inhale, take a deep breath, hold the right heel. Raise your left hand, inhale, take a deep breath, hold the left heel. Look up or look back and make sure that the chest is up, the stomach is pushed forward, the knees are pushed forward. If you're not able to hold, just arch your body so that you're able to get to that posture. 1, 2, Ushtrasana, camel posture, breathe easy. 3, 4, 5. Release Ushtrasana, sit down back in Vajrasana and relax. From Vajrasana, bring your hands forward and relax in Shashankasana. Child's pose. Stretch your hands forward, forward, forward. And hold the posture. 5, 4, inch your hands forward. 3, 2, 1. Maintain Vajrasana. Now raise your left hand. Raise your left hand and place the palm on your back. Mandukasana. Raise your right hand also and cross your palm. Okay, so your palms are crossed behind you. Your shoulders are open completely and look front. Observe how the upper back stretches nicely, opens the entire chest. Cross the palms behind you. Look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release your hands. Release the Vajrasana and sit comfortably. Stretch out the legs. Raise your hands and stretch your hands straight. Samakonasana, right angle pose. Make sure your upper back is straight. Your entire body resembles a neat L shape at 90 degrees. 1, you could interlock your fingers and stretch your hands up and pull your spine upwards. 2, toes pointing up. 3, 4, stretch nicely. 5. Release your hands. Now fold your right leg at the knee and stretch out the left leg. Fold your right leg at the knee and keep your feet closest to your left knee. Okay, I folded my right leg. So raise the right hand and take it back as much as you can. Raise your right hand and twist your upper body and take your hand behind you. Now raise the left hand and hold the right ankle outside. Okay, don't hold it from inside. Raise your left hand from outside. Hold the right ankle, or if you can stretch and hold the toes, that's okay. Now, with your fingertips, with the support of your right fingertips, twist your entire body. 1, 2, and look back. 3, squeeze the belly and twist. 4, 5. Release the hands and alternate your legs. Now stretch out your right leg, fold the left leg, keep it closest to the right knee. Raise your right hand, inhale, take a deep breath, and outside the left knee, bring your ankle outside, bring your elbow outside the left knee and twist and hold the left ankle or left feet. With the fingertips of your left hand, twist the upper body, squeeze and twist, and look back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the legs. Let's go into prone position asanas. Use the mat and lie down on the back. Sorry, lie down on your stomach. The first is Makarasana. Bring your elbows in front of you like you would do for plank position. Keep it about shoulder width apart. And place your palms on opposite shoulders. Don't keep your elbows front. Bring it as much as you can. Rest your palms on the opposite shoulder. You can keep your feet slightly apart if required or joined. And look straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now release your elbows forward and rest your chin on the crossed arms. All right. Release the hands. Bring both your palms next to your chest for Bhujangasana stretch. Cobra pose. You can keep your feet opened up or join your feet, preferably. Palms next to your chest. Press all the 5 fingers and the entire palm on the ground. Inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale, slowly come up as much as you can without, do not straighten your elbow. Keep your elbow slightly bent, okay? And press the entire pelvic on the ground and look up as high as you can. Remember to press the pelvic, don't raise the pelvic away from the ground. Observe the entire spine. Look up. 1, open the chest, don't lock your shoulder. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the stretch. Stretch your hands forward. Drop your chin on the mat and relax. The next is locust pose or Shalabhasana. You could stretch your hands forward or cross your arms and rest your chin or forehead on the arms and focus only on the legs. Okay, we're going to first raise the right leg as high as possible and hold it up there. Remember not to twist your leg to the side. Keep it only straight and as high as you can and hold it up there. Okay, single leg Shalabhasana only for the right leg. Raise it up and hold it as high as possible for 5 counts. Knees straight. 1. Adjust yourself so that the left side is completely rested on the mat. 2. 3. 4. 5. Slowly drop the right leg. Observe the entire right lower back. Left side. Inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale, raise your left leg up. Without twisting your body to the right side, just raise it up straight as much as you can. Knee straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. 5. Drop your leg down. And observe the left lower back. Now release your hands. Make a fist with your hands. Make a fist with your hands and keep them on the groin. Bring your legs, bring your hands, bring your fist under the groin. Shoulder down. Press your chin down. Join your feet if possible. Otherwise, it's okay to spread your feet a little bit. Now raise both the legs together as high as you can and hold the posture. Shoulder down, everybody. Don't raise your neck. Don't raise your head up. Chin down. 1. Join your feet if possible. Shoulder down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release your legs. Release your hands. Cross your arms. Turn your head to any one direction and relax. Observe the entire lower back in Shalabhasana. Turn your head to the other direction and again relax. Bring your palms next to your chest. Pull your body back to Shashankasana. And slowly turn your body over so that you can lie down on your back for supine yoga postures. Lie down on the back. The first is Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Let's start with first stretch your legs at the knee. Keep your feet shoulder width apart or hip width apart. Fold both the legs and bring it closer to your body. Fold the legs at the knee and bring it closer to the body. Make sure that the feet is firmly on the ground. Now extend both your hands and hold the ankles. Or bring it as close as possible so that you're able to firmly hold the legs or the ankles. Press the shoulder on the ground. Inhale, take a deep breath without losing the grip of your ankle. Exhale, raise the center part of your body, the core of the body, the hip up, up, up as much as you can. And hold the posture there. Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Hold the ankle tightly. Continue to hold the ankle. Make sure that the shoulder is rested on the mat. The neck is rested on the mat. And you push the tailbone up. 1, 2, 3. Don't raise the neck away from the mat. Push the tailbone up, 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 up. 4. 5. Release the hip down, release your hands. Stretch your legs out. Next is Uttana Padasana. Basically raising your legs to 90 degrees. Keep your hands to the side of your body, palms facing the ground. Now raise both your legs and bring it to 90 degrees. Knees straight as much as possible. Point your toes up and hold the stretch. 1, 2, tighten the core. 3, 4, 5. Slowly drop it down. Relax and observe the entire lower belly and the spine. Hold your right leg at the knee for Pavana Muktasana. Interlock your fingers and press the right knee on the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have to raise your head. Keep your head down. Left side, fold the left leg at the knee and press the left leg on your chest. 1, right leg straight, left knee bent, and press the entire left leg on the chest. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the left leg. Observe the entire lower back. Now, Purna Pavana Muktasana. Fold both the legs at the knee. Bring the knee close to your chest. Interlock your fingers and press both the legs down. And now raise your head and bring it closer. Bring your forehead closer to the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the legs and stretch and spread your legs and relax your hands. Relax. Now slowly turn your body to the right side. Slowly turn your body to the right side. And get up and sit. It's about 7:13 now. Let's try 6 Surya Namaskars. If you have time, Mohan, or we can wrap up to this.
Yeah, Polly, you can continue.
Okay. So now that I'm not getting into Shavasana and Pranayam because I thought we'll finish a little bit of Surya Namaskar. I hope everybody is familiar with the 12 count Surya Namaskar. So now that your body is warmed up, you should be able to bend down back easily. So let's start. It's the 12 count is Hasta Uttanasana. Stretch your hands back. Pada Hastasana, bring your hands forward. Ashwa Sanchalasana, take your right leg back and come to equestrian pose. Dandasana, which is your upper push-up position. Shashankasan, drop your knees and relax. Ashtanga Namaskar, where 8 body parts are pressed down. Bhujangasan, Cobra pose. Parvatasan, mountain pose. Shashankasan, another rest pose in between. Ashwasanchalasan, bring your right foot forward. Padahastasana, other foot forward. Hasta Uttanasana. Okay. So you could just follow the video if in case you're not familiar. Otherwise, let's go with the same speed, 6 counts. So this is 1, like this we will repeat 6 times. Right leg once, left leg once, and we do that a couple of times. All right. Start with joining your feet, hands in Namaskar Mudra. Hasta Uttanasana. Pada Hastasana. Right foot back, Ashwasanchalasana. Dandasana. Now don't shift where your hands are. Maintain your hands as it is. Shashankasana. Ashtanga Namaskar. This is Ashtanga Namaskar is only 8 body parts. 2 palms, 2 feet, 2 knees, chest and chin. Bhujangasana. Cobra pose. Parvatasana. Again, Shashankasana. Right foot forward. Ashwasanchalasana. Bring your foot in between the hands. Padahastasana. Bring the other foot down. Hasta Uttanasana. Stretch back. Namaskar. Left side. Hasta Uttanasana. Padahastasana. Take your left leg back. Ashwasanchalasana. Very good. Look front. Dandasana. Shashankasana. Ashtanga Namaskar. Bhujangasana. Parvatasana. Shashankasana. Ashwasanchalasana. Bring your left leg in between the palms. Padahastasana. Hasta Uttanasana. Namaskar. Third Namaskar. Hasta Uttanasana. Padahastasana. Ashwasanchalasana. Dandasana. Shashankasana. Ashtanga Namaskar. Bhujangasana. Parvatasana. Shashankasana. Ashwasanchalasana. Padahastasana. Hasta Uttanasana. Namaskar. Fourth one. Hasta Uttanasana. Padahastasana. Left leg back. Ashwasanchalasana. Dandasana. Shashankasana. Ashtanga Namaskar. Bhujangasana. Parvatasana. Again, Shashankasana. Ashwasanchalasana. Padahastasana. Hasta Uttanasana. Namaskar. 2 more. Right and left. Hasta Uttanasana. Padahastasana. Right foot back. Ashwasanchalasana. Dandasana. Shashankasana. Ashtanga Namaskar. Bhujangasana. Don't straighten your arms in Bhujangasana. Keep it like it. Yes. Parvatasana. Shashankasana. Ashwasanchalasana. Padahastasana. Hasta Uttanasana. Namaskar. Last one. Stretch nicely. Hasta Uttanasana. Padahastasana. Ashwasanchalasana. Dandasana. Shashankasana. Ashtanga Namaskar. Bhujangasana. Don't straighten your arms again. Parvatasana. Shashank left leg forward, Ashwasanchalasana, Pada Hastasana, Hasta Uttanasana, Namaskar. Surya Namaskar doesn't require any post stretching because every asana is a counter stretch of the prior asana. Okay, so going for a couple of minutes of deep breathing. Sit in any comfortable posture of your choice. Back straight. Either Vajrasana or Sukhasana. Just close your eyes, simple. Keep one palm on your stomach. Just to observe the belly movement. Inhale, bulge the stomach. Exhale, relax. Inhale, bulge. Exhale, relax. Inhale, bulge the belly. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Relax your hands. Bring yourself normal breathing. Okay, you could choose to stay in Shavasana for a few minutes. That was the planned set of asanas for
Thank you, Polly, for that wonderful
Thank you,
session.
Guru.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pauline.
Please do Shavasana. Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Mohan.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Thank you,
Thank
Polly.
you, ma'am. Thank you.
Happy Yoga Day for all of you.
Yeah, thanks, Mohan. Thanks, Polly, for the session.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.